Welcome back, everybody. It's Emmanuel Alea from Alea Systems here to discuss the Make the Most Money with Email Challenge. And so today's live, what we're going to be discussing is basically why people don't make money with email, right? I see it all the time. We run an agency, we work with over 50 clients, setting up their Klaviyo implementations, migrating them over from MailChimp to Klaviyo, helping them set up their email marketing. We've worked with B2B companies and actually used MailChimp. So we've done a ton of email. Every one of our email marketers is making 50 to 75 emails per month, every single month, each one of them. So we've got systems in place to help build us a ton of emails. And so we've seen a lot of email programs, right? And so we've also seen where a lot of email programs fail. There's a lot of clients who show up and they have nothing. They're like, look, just set it up for us completely. And we're able to build it out for them and it works. And then there's a lot more clients who show up and they've been doing email already and it just hasn't been working. So a lot of things I've taken away from that, a lot of things I've learned. That's what today's live is all about, is to help you understand why that is, why that happens. Why is it that some email marketing programs work and others don't? And I can tell you there's a very select amount of reasons, and I call them myths. So we're going to do some myth busting today. First and foremost, the main reason why people don't succeed with email marketing is they flat out just don't believe in it. Right? They don't think that it is as important as other marketing channels. It definitely isn't as sexy as running Facebook ads, Google ads, TV ads, billboard ads. Right? All these things are flashy. They're in your face. You can see them. Email has the downside of you've got to build the audience first, right? Even on the social media side, at least then, people, it's outwardly facing. You can show it to your friends, your family, your coworkers. They can see, oh, wow, look how good you look on social media, right? Even what I'm doing right now, right? That's getting pushed out. It gets you out there. Whereas email, you have no idea who's on my email list. You have no idea what I'm sending to my email list. So it's hidden. However, the benefit of that's a myth. It's a myth that's flashier, that's sexier, because all that does is make you look good, right? And if you got in business to look good, you're working harder than you need to. Go be a model. Go do something go be an actor where that's your job, is to go look good, right? You got in business to make money. And that's what I like to tell people. There was a study done that said that $1 invested in email marketing is worth $42. Another study said it's worth $97, right? There's so many studies that show the ROI on email is so massive compared to ads, where if you get $1, spend $1, make three, you're ecstatic with paid ads. That's measly. I'd rather a 42 to 1 or 97 to 1 return on my investment. So myth busted. That's the first one. Second one. So some people are like, all right, I get it. I'm going to send out emails, right? I'm going to do email marketing. I have a list already, but you know what? I don't want to burn out my list. I don't want them to be frustrated. I don't want people to unsubscribe, right? I don't want spam complaints. Myth, right? Here's why it's a myth, is because those people signed up for your list for a reason. You gave them a reason to sign up. Like I was just talking about, you didn't get in front of them. You're not pushing your content out through social media or ads or TV or anything. They had to voluntarily say, yes, I'm interested. There's literally a law in place, can spam, that was put in place to make sure that you can only email them if they've asked you to email them. And so to me, that is a silly idea that you don't want to email them now. Why would you not want to email someone that has said, I would like you to email me, right? It's a myth, because it's almost like inviting someone over to your house for a dinner conversation, and then you don't talk to them. Why would you do that? Like that would just be considered rude. Yet we think that about our email list. We brought them in. We don't want to talk to them. And then the flip side, the reason that I hear a lot is, I don't want them to unsubscribe. Well, if they didn't want to be there, why would they sign up, first of all? And second off, if they don't want to be there anymore, then let them go. It's actually okay. But you not emailing, you not taking action doesn't make sense. It's like having someone over to dinner, they're sitting at your dinner table, and instead of talking to them, you don't talk to them because you're worried that if you talk to them, they're going to leave. Please don't do that. Myth busted. All right. So design. So then some people are like, all right, I'm going to send out emails, right? But I don't have time because it takes forever. I've got to design the email. I got to get the right images. I got to get the layout perfect. That does not matter nearly as much as some people think, especially when people are talking about, oh, it has to be, we need to look like Apple. Apple doesn't do that. Nike doesn't do that. What would Apple do? Ooh, I love this Nike email. Can you guys make our emails look like that? No, I don't want to. I really don't. Because honestly, the design of that doesn't matter, especially when it holds you back. If you're trying to make your emails look gorgeous, like some massive brand that literally has a team of people sitting around designing, reviewing, tweaking, building emails who are paid six figures a year to make emails only, then yes, absolutely go do what Disney, Nike, Apple, go do what those guys do. That's fine. You can afford it. But the people that I'm talking to, usually are the founder, CEO, wearing multiple hats, have a lot to do. You don't have time to be doing that stuff, right? And also, it's just not worth it. The cost benefit of that is just not worth it, right? You have much better things to do because we got in this business to make money, to achieve financial independence, to provide for our families. You need to be focusing on activities that do that and tweaking the spacing between letters to make sure the kerning is good or to make sure that the padding is perfect is not the best way to make money for your business and provide for your family. All right. So the second piece of that is what matters more than design. Your subscribers, a lot of them won't even notice it. Think about it. They get the email in the inbox and they just let it go, or they don't read it or they delete it. All that effort you put in, they didn't even notice it. Or let's say they do read it and they're just like, oh, that was nice. And they move on to the next one. Design doesn't matter anywhere near as much as what I'm going to talk about next, which is relevance, right? If that email matters to them, that's what matters more than how good it looks. So in that sense, ugly emails sell well, just as well as beautifully designed emails that you spent hours working on. Okay. So it doesn't have to be a pretty email. So myth busted. Okay. And then this feeds into this idea of relevance, feeds into the next myth, which is I don't want to send too often, right? Or too much. Because it's kind of like the one I talked about a second ago, which is I don't want to burn out my list. People think that they can send too much. We have clients that send emails every single day to the entire list. So for you people that are like, oh, segmentation, anybody got time for that, right? A lot of people don't have time for that. Just a couple key segments that you need to make, which we'll go over in our challenge that's coming up on Tuesday. You can sign up for it at clayvilletips.com. A lot of people have that question about segments, and I think it's overdone. It's just overdone, all that segmentation. But the idea of frequency is about the amount, right? When you're worried about, oh, I don't want to send too much. I don't want to send too much. People are going to get tired of hearing from me. Yeah, they will if all you're saying is buy my stuff. If every email is here's a sale, here's a discount, here's my product, buy this product, buy that product, buy this product, then yeah, people are not going to want to hear from you and they will unsubscribe. But if you're providing sending emails that are so valuable that they look forward to hearing from you, then they'll never unsubscribe. They'll never burn out. And you could send emails multiple times a day if you wanted to. Here's the best example I like to give. Just imagine if every time you sent an email out to that person received their bank account mysteriously went up by $5. They got $5 of value from every single email you sent. All they had to do was open, read it, and take action. They would open every single email and they would never unsubscribe, right? That's the way you need to be thinking about your email list, your email subscribers, and the emails that you make. They should be so valuable. They should be so interesting to your specific reader. And value doesn't have to mean you're giving them money or giving them discounts or giving them coupons. It could be entertainment value, so you can make something that's hilarious and funny. It can be something trendy. You're giving your take on the news. Inspiring, informative. Entertaining, inspiring, informative. All these things are a form of value. So if you're giving value in that sense, you could be sending multiple times a day, and they could be happy getting every single one of your emails, opening, clicking, and buying from every single one of those emails. So myth busted. All right, last one. I have a small list. It's too technical, something to do with basically the technical side of things. I only have 100 subscribers on my email list. It's too hard to figure this thing out. Here's how what I say about that. That's no matter how small your email list is, imagine if that amount of people was sitting in your room waiting for you to talk to them. Let's call it a 20-person email list. You couldn't fit all those people in the room you are currently sitting in watching this, right? In your home. That's a lot of people. And that's how many people you get to speak to, right? So make it valuable to those 20 people who have opted in to hear you speak. And think of it like that, man, I get the opportunity to talk to this many people, and you'll engage so many ideas. You'll come up with so much, like, wow, if they were here right now, that would be ecstatic. If they were in my retail store, man, I would be bouncing off the walls. Oh, have you checked out this product? Have you checked out that? How are you doing today? What's going on with it? You'd be asking them questions. You'd be having conversations. 20, 100, 250, 1,000 people. That's a big list. So bust that myth right away. Secondly, with Klaviyo, if you have less than 250 people, it's free. It's a free program for you to use if you have less than 250 people. So it actually behooves you to start as a smaller email marketer with Klaviyo and start emailing, because you can get all the kinks out the way. You can get your experience before you actually have to pay anything. So that return on investment I talked about of $1 to $42 or $1 to 97, 97 ROI, that's infinite because you're paying $0. Any money you make on those emails you send came at no cost to you. So it's not too small. And if it's too technical, oh, I'm not sure how to figure it out. I don't know what to do. How do I make the campaigns? All of that kind of stuff. That's what we're here to solve, right? We literally have a program, klaviotips.com, KLAVIYOTIPS.com. That is no longer an excuse. Go to that link, sign up. You'll get immediate access to our training, where we'll show you how to set up your account if you haven't set it up before, or audit your account if you've already set it up to make sure you're getting it set up properly. And then we'll show you our momentum method to help you make emails, send emails, work with Klaviyo's interface, get the editor going so you can build campaigns. We'll help you learn how to make a campaign calendar so that you can build all your emails and put them on a schedule so that you don't feel like you're doing too much or too few. All of that is worked out for you in just a few hours of training. It's less than 2 hours of training, I think it is. And then there's some other stuff there to help you kind of understand how this works, and it's entirely free. So there's no reason why the technical side of this should be difficult for you. You should be able to get that done. And then on top of all of that, as if that training was enough, we're going to sit down with you next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Me and my team will be available to help you answer any questions you have, look through your emails, understand what it looks like, how to send it. We'll work through segmentation. We'll work through building your email calendar, building your email campaigns, and then we'll send emails, and we'll be there the next day to see the metrics and help you review the data, understand the data, and then build out your delegation checklist so that you're not even the one who has to keep making the emails long term. So sign up for it, klaviotips.com. I can't wait to see you there, and I'm excited for you. And hopefully these myths, you will no longer be held back by them.